Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, it's RDV. Great to see everybody here in the chat. All you crickets out there. Thank you all for chirping. Here, let me open my phone up. So it looks like we have one person that is watching us. But today's one of those lazy days, I have to call it. When you get into July and it gets hot outside, you just kind of want to sit inside and just kind of just veg. Really read a book or to watch something and just kind of fall asleep to it. That's what today feels like for me. Because I forgot it was even Thursday. I thought it was already Friday. It feels like the weekend comes up so freaking fast every single time. But what is it? Right now it's only 73. No, it's only 73 degrees outside, but the humidity out there is like Florida humidity. It sucks. I can't do anything then. I can't be outside for like maybe a minute or so, and then it just starts to get super muggy.
The Pat Tillman Award for Courage goes to Prince Harry.
Who is what? And why was Prince
Like Mr. Meghan Markle, that Prince Harry?
Yeah, but like, what's special with the award?
Well, it's supposed to be for showing courage, because Pat Tillman walked away from millions and died for his country, and there's Jesus Christ, there's
right.
ESPN is just a no. Well,
maybe people don't know we're live. It's like you piss off one person, no one else shows up because they unionize. All right. So we are live. Let people know. Social media poster. All righty. There we go. Now the number spiked from 1 to 5. That's always great. If you guys are actually seeing this and you are willing to participate or just hang out, put a comment in the live stream.
So you know you're getting old.
No.
The guy that
that pops up.
The pitcher for the Pirates. He's had like 10 starts. He's 6-0. For the second time, he got taken out with a no-hitter because that's what baseball does now. But he's got a face full of pimples. And he's the best. He might be the best pitcher in baseball right now.
You also want to know how you're old? If you watched Mr. Ed hitting a home run live on TV.
Well, I did. I've seen that clip. But yeah, he's Olivia Dunn's girlfriend. And he's got like about 50 pimples on his face.
I thought acting was cured.
I thought it was too.
I thought it was only for like the millennials.
It must have just broken out because the other clip they showed, he didn't have them. They showed him in the dugout today. He's got pimples everywhere.
Yeah, I'd say a digital cleaning up. I don't know. Or maybe he's allergic to something. Who knows?
Fuck's he cares. That's his only problem right now.
I mean, some people just naturally are like my friend get really bad acne. When they say pizza face, like that's being nice. But we're not here to talk about pizza. We're talking about zits and all that other stuff. We're gonna talk about comics, bro. I got quite a few comic books. These are some of them. I got about 14 books. 2 of them I did not get a chance to read, so I'll let you go over those. At least one of them I know you got. The 2 I did not get a chance to go over this week was the new Vampiro Dark Reflections. Did not get a chance to read this. And then the other one was Geiger. So I know you got Geiger, so I'll let you talk about this, review that. But all right, my number 12 though for this week is Batman 89 Echoes, number 3. For those who are not reading that or don't remember, since the last issue came out like almost 6 months ago or more than that, it feels people complain about Johns. there's a lot of books at DC I learned that are on delay right now. You know, it's not. I don't blame the writer when the artist says, "Hey, it's been done," you know, for a while. So of course I went with Michelle Pfeiffer look. You know, the book here because I'm not Zach. I know when there's someone hot on the screen, and it's not me. Anyway, so the story is basically Bruce Wayne went undercover into Arkham Asylum posing as Firefly because when since Dr. Crane took over after Hugo Strange was murdered, inmates are starting to go missing, or and there's all experience. So he broke in there, and he's learning more and more about everything. And meanwhile, you got Harley Quinn working with Rip Torn, I think his name is. The one guy, because remember they're using actual celebrities, famous celebrities, as like the characters here, and her agent, I think he's been in a lot of movies. Is it Rip Torn? I'm thinking of the guys like
there was a guy named Rip
really
Torn,
deep voice like this,
No.
Yeah, he's in Independence Day. He's been in a couple of them. He was friends with Jeff Goldblum in Independence Day. His character. He's been in a few of them. He's been in the Tim Daly movie, Dr. Jekyll and Ms. Hyde. He was in that as well. But anyway, Harley Quinn basically leaked the inmate's face. Basically, and did not know it was Bruce Wayne. But Bullock found out and recognized, hey, they know that Firefly guy kind of looked like an evil twin of Bruce Wayne. And we know that Commissioner Gordon right now, the commissioner is actually the daughter. Barbara Gordon is the commissioner in this series, and basically told Alfred we need to pull the plug because this is getting out of hand. And Scarecrow gets his first meeting with Bruce Wayne, who he thinks is doesn't know it's Bruce Wayne though, and starts using his own psycho treatment. He's like, well, how? Because he was concerned about, well, how does this guy, this Firefly, he's not afraid of Batman? Everybody else I show a slide to, they are afraid of it. So then when Bruce is subjected to this new serum, whatever, like he says, like, and he's like, why aren't you afraid of Batman? He's like, because I am Batman. And Crane, being the idiot, doesn't realize he actually has Bruce Wayne as Batman in there. Thinks like, oh, it's clever. He is a reason you're not afraid of him because you think you are him. So, like I said, it's not that exciting of a book, and it doesn't help that it's been a couple months since the last issue. They're on issue 3, so it kind of sucks that way. Alrighty, number 11, final issue, and I bring up final. The word final, of course, it shows up in his white shirt.
It's gray.
I guess it is a gray area for you.
Wait a minute. I thought you were busy this week.
I had Bible study, but we wrapped up early. We only had 3 guys show up tonight. Everybody else is on vacation.
What? You were 9 apostles short?
Wait. You said you only had 3 guys show up tonight? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. There's no one else in the chat except Marania.
Wow. Yeah, where is everybody? Don't we normally have more? What have y'all been doing in my absence? Scaring people away?
Well, what it was, we lost Geeky. That's why no one showed up.
I guess people were showing up for Geek Easy. That makes sense.
I mean, Undead Quinn's on here. I don't see MK. I don't know. But anyway, final issue of this with or is it? It's a question mark at the end, at the word end in this. Basically, Miguel's brother was killed by Venom last issue. So by doing this, it triggered Miguel, who basically has the symbiote constant, and basically to get angry, and he wants to kill Venom, and he starts fighting him through this issue. Eventually, he teases. Hold on a second. We actually do have somebody, but they're not on YouTube, but they're on Twitch.
Yo, what's up? I was ghosting one of her streams last night.
Yeah. My Gemini brother. You realize that I'm your Gemini. I'm a Gemini too, but apparently I'm not good enough to be your brother. I know it is.
Only me. No, because we're twins. We have the same birthday.
Oh, the same birthday?
Yeah, same birthday.
Hello to also Tomatella. Tomatella? Tomato? Tella? I don't know.
Tomato.
Hello. It's at 25. Thank you. We're on Twitch. We are broadcasting to Twitch and YouTube. YouTube is our main area. So if you're looking for older videos, it's on the YouTube in the reserves. No, didn't even remember my birthday. You know what? It's too busy because I was freaking out because I thought I was turning 40 this year, but it turns out I only turned 39.
Might as well be.
Fake friend.
I say that every time I'm on here, Imperial.
Well, to be fair, we never established that we were friends. I've never heard anybody call me a friend before. There was no signed contract.
Fake friend.
A what?
Friend,
there you go.
Oh, boo. Okay.
Yes.
Funny.
You know what it is? I stopped showing up at her live streams. Now she's deprived of me. That's why she's showing up finally here.
She's deprived of you. Like you're water or something.
Better than water.
Better. Sure.
Oh, is Zach so acquaintance now? That's harsh. What does Zach do? Why are you demoting
him? You got... She's talking about you. You got demoted. I'm still friend.
All right. So anyway, fun book. I hope that Peter David continues this series. It's been fun. Alrighty. Number 11. Gotham by Gaslight, Kryptonian Age. It's getting better for me. First issue, I was kind of like, oh, this was a Catwoman issue. Catwoman is not to be seen whatsoever in this. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought it was going to be, but it's been fun. So check it out if you're a fan of the Gotham by Gaslight little universe. Check this out. You're gonna have fun with this.
I think I'm just gonna wait for the collection.
I'm gonna wait for the movie.
I'm getting really burnt out on. No, dude, I don't know. The DC animated movies, I'm not wild about them like I used to be. The animation quality it's not the greatest.
6, 7, 8. Number 9.
Ha! Number 9. That butt. I'm just kidding. Seriously. It's just right there.
Honestly, the first part, and you could ignore everything else. This was a trash book.
What? Are we talking about this week's issue?
This week's issue was not.
You're trash. That was a great issue.
Everything. It was as my paw says. It was a DC sampler.
You and your paw are incorrect on this one. I'm sorry. Incorrect trash.
I like Adams. It's not Adams' fault. It's just that they enforced to include everything else. There was this event going on.
It's good stuff. Whatever. I'll praise it when it gets to my turn.
Hey, good news. Caitlin Clark's quest to win no ESPYs is off to a good start. The woman that trashes her all the time got the award over her.
Angel Reese?
No, yeah. Asia Wilson.
Oh.
The one that bitched because said she didn't have a shoe. So Nike rushed to put an Asia Wilson shoe into production, and now they're laying off hundreds of people.
I know. Nice. Number 8.
Oh, yeah. That was still going on.
Wrapped up this issue, basically at a cliche ending. You kill the main vampire, everybody returns back to being human. And Union Jack save Britain. Yes.
Like we care about Britain. 4th of July was literally a week ago.
Well, the only one who didn't come back to life was Bulldog because he sacrificed himself.
Aw, rip. I don't know who that is.
Because you hate the Brits, that's what it is.
I don't hate the Brits. I'm just glad.
So.
I'm just glad we ain't the Brits.
We technically are British.
I might have some British.
I have tons. I'm European descendant.
I have a lot of Europe, but I don't know how much Britain I have.
Number 7.
Number 7
is Gun Honey. Breen, I did read this, and I do remember what happens in it, other than just boobs.
You say you do?
Yeah.
Just boobs.
They were trying from the last issue. They were trying to get to this archive. This guy basically has all these people pay him to store stuff. He's an information broker. So he was kidnapped, and the organization that originally her boyfriend, the one who went defect with her, was hired to kill her and find her. His U.S. agency, the Black I guess we call it off the books, the Black Book in or agency, or basically wanted to get a hold of this guy. So they come there to show up. They hold him at gunpoint. They want to get into this little like city here where all information is, because they want files that they have on whoever controls all the information controls the world. But of course, she follows their plans. So does he. And at the end, they show you more about how he was when he was recruited. That he might be a problem. Well, it turns out he was a problem. So,
dun dun.
I got the full price for this one, but they had a shop. It's in cover, but it had like a crease down the middle. It must get damaged. It went $2 for it. I was like, normally I would, but it's like it depends what if it's on. If it's on like a Batman cover, I don't care if it's got damage. But if it's like a comic cover that's supposed to be a pinup, I don't want to see damage on it. So I paid the full dollars for whatever how much it is. All right, number 6 for me this week. And yes, America Chavez is now an Ultimate. She has joined the Ultimates. They rescued her. I'm trying to remember who was in the White House. Was that Obadiah?
No, that was a guy named Midas. I don't know if it was Obadiah or not.
Okay, so there is a villain named Midas from the Marvel Universe. He was wearing the original Golden Iron Man suit and gets his ass kicked.
Because gold is a soft metal.
Captain America breaks his freaking neck. I love it.
That was pretty good.
He's like, Cap, you broke my neck. And it's like, yeah, so shouldn't choose gold medal for your.
You
armor.
Really should. Gold is a soft metal, folks, so don't use it for anything that's heavy duty.
Zach, they keep showing Drew Brees. And I'm pretty sure he forgot to wear his scar tonight.
His scar?
Yeah, he's got a scar on his face that I haven't seen every time they show him.
So maybe the armor he was wearing, Marani, was the silver, the original armor, gray armor. He just made it gold.
I haven't seen Drew Brees since he retired from the Saints.
Number 5 for this week. Wolverine swimming.
You'd think he vampires. Would sink because of all the metal on his skeleton.
Just go with it. It's going against vampires. Anything's possible in this world. Him and Night Guard, they go into this underwater, like they're fighting against these sea creatures, and like, oh, and Wolverine's on a boat with her, and they're like, the guy's like, I'm gonna strain all your blood. He's like, suck on this, and he puts the flare gun in its mouth and blows his head up. There's a fire. They get pulled in. The ship explodes. They go underwater. They're fighting, and Wolverine's like, he's like, all this blood in the water. Well, of course it's going to attract a bigger fish. Here comes the great white shark, starts ripping apart the mermen, and just like, so they make it to the cave, and because of the villain Maverick, he's a vampire, doesn't recognize that the Night Guard is a vampire. Remember what? Vampires do not show up on cameras, so he uses that as an advantage. And Wolverine, he's like, give me your sword, and he stabs himself in the stomach to stall his healing factor. That way he can be turned into a vampire. Because for whatever reason, and at the end it shows him like the girl that's the blonde that's with basically with Maverick. It says like, and she basically says like, see a Maverick. I want Wolverine. He's more badass. And she's like, she basically wants him to be like her. She wants to be queen, and she's like wants Wolverine now instead of Maverick. Kind of toss him aside. Meanwhile, they don't know that Night Guard is there as their ace in the hole. I originally thought this was going to be a 3-issue because Jack the Ripper was only a 3-issue thing tie-in, but this is an ongoing. So I'm looking forward to this. Very fun book. Number 4 for the week is it is an ongoing, but the team is not. And that's probably why I explained my last issue for the series, because I like this team. I do not like the normal team on this. This is Avengers.
Yeah, that is the last one. That's a bummer.
Yeah, this is a great team up here. Everything.
It was really This was my favorite issue of the story, personally.
Of all Avengers, of all Avengers so far,
Of this whole blood hunt tie-in.
Yeah.
Like 3 issues, I think, 3 or 4.
And like I said, there's a stats between Captain America and Pietro in this is just fun.
That's pretty good.
Basically, Baron Blood and his vampire group, took over a helicarrier, blacked out all the windows so that they couldn't see any sunlight. And so what Captain America does? He's like, oh fuck it, I'm going above the clouds because the sorcerers blocked out the sky with all the clouds. I'm gonna go up to where the sun is, above the clouds. And they start just taking them out the hatches, so they just burn instantly. Hercules is having fun with his eating vampires. He's like, yeet, yeet. And at the end, it looks like Baron Blood's gonna make an escape, and the last thing you see Kate Bishop getting ready to fire an arrow, and that's where it leaves her, and that. So there's nothing. I'm like,
the ending was a little weird.
Yeah, I was like, so what? Are they gonna include that in the next blood hunt then? Because I want to see her freaking shoot an arrow into this guy's back. I mean, obviously they're not gonna kill Baron Blood, but it was because the next issue is not a blood hunt tie-in. The next issue is just a normal Avengers.
Yeah.
So I'm confused. I'm like, hopefully this ties into another book.
It will probably tie into that
the last blood
awful Steve Orlando idea, which was really cool until I saw Steve Orlando.
Can you be a little more specific?
Yeah, they're taking veteran Avengers and then they're adding rookie Avengers, like Night Thrasher, several other younger heroes, and it's this roster of 12 or 13 characters, and it's a 3-issue miniseries of just these different missions they do together. It's not the Jed McKay Avengers; it's Cap and Hawkeye, Clint Hawkeye, not Kate. But
okay, so when you say awful idea and Steve Orlando, you need to be more specific. So
it's like a double negative.
Well,
what do you want from me? I haven't been here in a week.
We want professionalism.
It's more like what do we want from Steve Orlando? How about a good idea?
Good idea.
Wait, I thought we wanted.
Look, I'm really just surprised Marvel gave him a book that wasn't just a Scarlet Witch relaunch. Okay, good for him. They went from one character to then he did Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch. Now he's up to 13 characters, and he's gonna. It's trying to spin a bunch of plates. He's gonna drop them.
He couldn't spin. He couldn't spin all the plate when it was just Wanda.
That's true. That's true.
But he checks boxes, so he gets work.
Right. Might as well. All right. Number 3. Normally, this would be my number 1 book. Because this has been a fun series. Number 3 is Transformers. Transformers, I'll let Zach talk more about this. But, yeah, there's only one thing I thought was kind of funny is that, I think it's RC1 or whatever it is, or whatever it is. What's her name?
I think that's RC. The other one is Alita 1.
Alita 1, basically saying she's kind of become you remember X-Men? You mean X-women? We're doing all the work. She's pissed at Optimus for leaving the war, leaving Cybertron to die.
Yeah, but that wasn't a women versus men thing though.
No, it was her being a bitch.
It was her fighting for thousands of years with no backup. I'd be bitchy too.
Well, he left because they had Energon, so he had to go look for Energon. So, and he took away Megatron and everything else stuff. But anyway, we get the basically Beachcomber basically had been there before everybody else had waken up, and he decided. Oh, do you want to fix everything? He's like, no, fuck them. Let them all just lay there because it's better off than not just dooming this planet. But, we get to see some whales just get mutilated and turn into Energon.
That was,
I
did not like that. No, I did not like that. Whales! Oh, whales!
He's like, what's his name? What's the guy's name is?
Shockwave.
Shockwave. He's like, oh, isn't it how beautiful? Look how beautiful majestic they are. soon we'll ruin all this crap, all this world, all the beauty. He's anti-beauty. And then we just only learn is like Cliff Jumper and other guys like, all right, time to take you apart. I'm like, what the hell? He's just downright freaking evil. But yeah, I love this issue. It's fun. Was there a connecting cover for this?
I think there was. I think there was supposed to be.
I didn't see it though. My shop didn't have it, so it kind of sucks.
You're gonna have to go on the hunt for it.
Or is it connecting cover just going across each story?
Hang on. Transformers number 10. Oh no, there was no connecting cover for this one. No, so you're good.
Because remember you had it was Destro and then the other Transformers.
I think the connecting cover was the previous issue.
Yeah,
issue number 9.
So maybe Scarlet's gonna have a connecting cover. Or is
there
it
were
just 2?
There were 4 connecting covers because there's 4 Energon books. There's Transformers, Void Rivals, Destro, Scarlet. So one of those.
I didn't see a Scarlet have one yet, so maybe it's next week or next one.
Maybe.
Number 2 for this week. Almost knocked off number 1, Breen, when I read this. Kill All Mortals.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. It's Zach Kaplan. He's a guy who did the books called Eclipse, which is it was like a 12-issue miniseries or I guess limited series where the sun is Ash went on his channel back in the day when Ash had a channel. It's about basically the sun became so hot it started killing everybody who was on the surface. So in order to go to the surface, they had to wear spacesuits that were refrigerated, cooled. Yeah, really cool. This is a story about the Asgardians and a family living on Earth, and someone's targeting them, and she basically is like she wants to be nothing like her brothers.
They weren't Asgardians; they were Norse Vikings. Eric the Red.
Well, she said Thor, her brother.
Yeah, but they weren't Asgardians. They were.
Are you sure?
In the story, they're Norse.
Okay,
they just named some normal.
Well, regardless, so there's a lot of death in this, a lot of blood shed, and it's just like it is just crazy.
Well, in this story, the Eric the Red from the 11th century, that's him, because they found the secret of immortality. So he and his family are immortal.
But liking this. Number 1 book of the week. And I know Zach didn't get it. That's why it's not his number 1. It is Get Fury. It's true. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't damn true.
Oh, it's true.
It's very true. It's not misinformation at
damn
all.
True. Woo! It's damn true. Now I'll go drink some milk. Get Fury, man. Oh my gosh. So these guys realize, like, after they sent Castle's already gone in, they wanted him to kill Fury, and then they realized, fuck, we just messed up. This thing has been planned by Fury. Fury's been investigating them. And he's like, because basically the guys like these 2 guys, yuppies, are like, they're in charge of the cocaine and the stuff, shipping it out. They're like, what if Fury was onto us before we even knew he was, and he got Castle to come along because this is Castle's 3rd tour. So one of Castle, the real reason he's back here in Vietnam is because he volunteered to investigate us to go after, help Fury take us down. And it's just showing, it's like, and they're talking about, he's like, well, Fury is posing or not Fury, but Castle is posing as a Russian. He's like, but like, don't worry, like, he probably won't make it through there because like, he doesn't speak a word of Russian, and he just basically he doesn't. So he's ready to take on everybody. He's like, so he comes across 2 other women, mother and a daughter here, and turns out they're actually Fury's ex-lover and his daughter. Whether it's true or not, but and you kind of get an idea who the old man is. The old man, I guess, from what I understand, Breen, I'm probably wrong on this, but he was a Viet Cong soldier that was, or general that was supposed to be taken out by not Fury, but by Castle. But Castle doesn't know he survived. He was in a coma for about a week or so.
Could be.
I think that's who he is. They're finding out. But very fun book. It's just Castle's a beast, and they prove that he is a beast in this. Every time I read this, anything by Punisher that is done by Garth Ennis, and it pisses me off what Jason Aaron did to him because Jason Aaron just made him a puffer.
You ever wonder what kind of comic
Or
fan wouldn't be reading this? I mean,
ones who are not manly.
yes, yeah.
They're extremely not manly.
Sounds like some projection on your end.
Well, it's not projection. It's just harsh reality. If you're not reading this, you just don't understand that Frank Castle is a badass. I love Captain America.
Undeniable. I've never denied Frank Castle is in fact
he is
a BAMF.
Literally I love when anything you have Frank Castle with Wolverine or Captain America. Those are always fun stories, especially with Captain America, because Captain is like, "Hey, you can't do that." He's like, "I just did." Who's gonna stop me? You? And it's like, and I just kind of love like Punisher just taking any weapon, and he just brutalizes people. So, very, very fun.
A very, very good choice.
Oh, it is. It is the chef's kiss, bro.
And
it is. I do have some back issues I can get through quickly. They're not a lot. First one will make Zach pissed off.
Try me.
Annual number 1.
You son of a. That's a good. I know that one. I might have that issue. That's the one where it's during Siege, isn't it? Where she and Spider-Man fight Venom. That's a good story. That's a good story because they're like borderline dating at that point, which I actually would have liked to see more of.
So now I have both annuals, and I'm only missing 7 books out of the whole entire run.
Nice. Then I can stop fighting with you.
Well, where were you this last weekend?
Dude, it was 4th of July weekend. Where wasn't I?
I don't care.
I was everywhere.
4th of July was Thursday.
Yeah, but it was the weekend after that killed me. I was everywhere. It was nuts.
This was this week's facsimile pickup I got.
That was okay.
So, alrighty, and then all right, I'll save the good ones for last because there's a lot of good ones. All right. Where do I start? There we go.
Yes.
The Electric Company proudly presents Spidey Super Stories with Shanna.
Nice elephant. Shanna clearly votes Republican.
Is she happy? Is she just happy to see him, or is that an elephant?
No.
All right.
That was all right.
And then we have. Well, it's just for you, Higgy Pop, if you ever watch these, which I doubt. But
call them out.
Shadow War of Hawkman.
Nice.
Yep. So, 4-part miniseries. So, of course, that means I got number 2 as well. Instead of mace with wings, it's mace with guns.
Wings with guns. Guns with wings.
And then, number 3. Your boy's on there.
Yo, Elongated Man. Or are you talking about Aquaman? Because honestly, I'm more excited about Elongated Man.
I didn't talk about Aquaman. No one talks about the Fish Boy.
Elongated Man is highly underrated.
Number 4. And do you know what's unfortunate about this whole entire series?
What's that?
It's written by a racist. It's Tony Isabella. All right. So then I couldn't stop there. I went to Showcase 101.
What a strange man.
From a strange land. With strange clothes. There we go. 103. Or 102, actually, 102. With Strange Adventures.
Ronnie, that just makes him better than Plastic Man. What are you talking about? You just upped him. I don't know if you were trying to put him down, but you just made him sound
103.
Actually, he's more Batman than Reed Richards. 'cause
Space
he's a
War,
detective.
monsters and supervillains, all in the adventures of other worlds.
Other worlds.
Alrighty, and then some really cool stuff because I was going through these. I was like, you know, this is kind of cool. I got the money. I'm gonna get it. Jambo, calling you out.
Jungle action.
Number 1 with Lorna, Queen of the Jungle. Thar the Magnificent and Jan of the Jungle.
Yeah, Jambo probably has the original comics those stories were in.
Yep. It's a reprint, but it's all right. But then I got the 2-issue limited series of Sheena. So, number 1.
Nice.
And then number 2, you're running a freaking Zeba, bro.
That is pretty cool. That's a cool cover. I like that. I would buy that if I saw that on the stand.
Alrighty. Jackson. Hope you have signed the top for some you need time. You need time for this. You need some time for love, bro.
Does Jackson not like the romance comics?
She's beautiful to him out here in the woods, but wait till he compares her with the talent in the big city. Jim won't get serious about Annie. He knows better. If he doesn't love me back, I'll die.
Seems a bit dramatic.
What was the trouble with Annie? Well, she's an Oakley. Nobody likes Oakleys. And then I got the all new Miss Marvel. So all new Miss Marvel, bro. And Zach's like, what? What do you mean?
You got the other Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Shannon, the one who becomes the she thing.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Hmm?
Did you say Shannon or Sharon?
Oh, is it Sharon? Oh, I thought
Sharon Ventura.
I said Shannon. I don't know what that was.
Sharon Ventura, first appearance. And then,
Nice.
of course, I had to get the next issue.
Oh, I've got that one. That's a good one.
I'm like She-Hulk plus She before she got ugly. All right, and then 2 trades.
2 trades.
Crisis on Multiple Earths.
Nice. I might wait. Which volume is that? Because they have several of those. Well,
This
that
is
doesn't. Is there a number on the spine?
This is Gardner Fox.
Okay, well that doesn't help. I have a.
Is there a number on the spine?
There is no number on the spine because it's a standalone story.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
There were 6 of them.
Well, guess what? There's nothing on the spine that says any other volumes.
And
It must be-
It might be the first one.
It must be a newer one because I've got a Crisis on Multiple Earths, but see, like this is volume 2.
Yep.
So that's what I was wondering.
Nope. This has the first 8 issues.
Gotcha.
Yep. Collects the first 8 Silver Age Crisis crossover adventures.
Yeah, I've got 2 different trades, but
So
none of them look like that though. That's pretty cool.
no. Well, that's the old school one. And then, last but not least, it's so heavy. Oh, it's so freaking heavy.
Not bad.
Oh.
Not bad.
Yep. Thick ass book, bro.
It does look really thick. I like that animation or that animation. What am I saying?
So it
Art
has a
style.
dust. So apparently, it has a dust jacket cover. Did not know that.
I appreciate dust jackets a lot more now than I did when I was a kid.
So
I used to hate them when I was a
only
kid.
$75.
Only 75.
Only
Nice.
75. So
How many issues are in it?
collects everything pretty much.
Oh,
Collects
dang.
1
Okay.
through 20. Collects the Batman and Robin Adventures 1 through 25. The Batman and Robin Adventures Annual 1 and 2. The Batman Adventures the Lost Years 1 through 5, and then Sub-Zero. Number 1, the never before
Okay.
reprinted adaptation of the animated film Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero. This edition also includes an introduction and by writer-artist Ty Templeton, forwarded by series editor Scott Peterson, and more. So,
Right on.
yeah. So, I now DC just needs to just start doing with Justice League Adventures and a few other ones. So this is
Justice League Adventures. I'm there.
this,
or the Teen Titans.
so this
Go.
was
I'd get
so
that.
this was released last week actually,
Oh, nice.
or July. I don't know if it was. Maybe this week. I don't know. But oh man, that book is freaking heavy. Getting old there. I'm 39. I can't lift books like that anymore. Imagine if I had to clear a whole room out. Or two.
You wouldn't have made it.
I wouldn't have made it.
I saw that, by the way. I saw those pictures, Brain. It looks good.
Thank you. Trust me, a lot of work went into that just to get it back to what it should have been like.
So the
all
reason he
along.
did is that we could find that body, so it's not buried by all the debris.
Find the bodies.
So you can see the floor, and they're like, okay. Otherwise, if he just killed over, they're like, where is he? There's just so much stuff here. It's a hoarder.
Yeah, problem like the book, the room across the hall that I moved all my Marvel Master Governor works
Yeah.
in the DC stuff. Until I can get that monstrosity couch out of there, nothing else matters because I can't really put the room back together.
Yep.
But yeah, it's
Well, Paul has more stuff. That's why he can move more stuff. He has more comics than I do. So yeah. All right. Where are we going? Age before beauty or beauty before age?
And now we go to Man of Four Senses.
I guess that's me. All right. I have books from this week. I was not here last week, so I can breeze through those from last week, too.
You weren't here last week?
Yeah, it was 4th of July. I was having barbecue.
You know who was here? Me and Pa, because we know what matters. The people here in the chat. Stick of barbecue. You can just go anywhere and have a barbecue.
No. Depends on who's making the barbecue, and also depends on if my girlfriend is there with the barbecue. If she's there, it automatically goes up in priority. All right. Last week.
Is she cooking?
She can. She didn't make barbecue, but she can. She can make a steak like nobody's business. All right. We got Shazam number 13. This is last week. This was an okay issue. Wasn't super great. That's why it's at the bottom. It's not bad enough to make me want to drop the series yet, but it was all right. It was okay.
What if we want to make it our business?
Yeah.
That sounds like a personal problem.
What if we want a barbecue?
General Kneel Before Zod number 7. This one was pretty cool. This was Zod versus the Emerald Empress. This was really, dude, I am kicking myself for sleeping on this.
So
this was really good.
Sinestro's going to tie into this, I guess?
Sinestro shows up at the very end of this. So obviously, so first of all, they're connected because they both have the Sinister Sons. There's that. Mm-hmm. But then, what you saw in Green Lantern, Sinestro and Zod, they're going to be, I think he's going to be in the next couple of issues of this, actually. But this was really cool.
Does he look like he uncovered it in the interior of the book?
He's only in one page. He only shows up at the end. Most of this issue is Zod fighting Emerald Empress and various prisoners.
I'm talking about Zod. Does he look like that? Like he looks like his 1970s?
He doesn't look like Terrence Stamp. He doesn't look like that. No. God, no. Of course not. He looks.
That would be awesome.
No, gosh, he looks. Actually, these two got mixed up. This one should have been before.
Like they should barbecue him.
Probably. We got Scarlet number 2. This was kind of a so-so issue. This is probably the weakest point of the Energon ones.
Oh, I was going to say this was last week's, yeah.
Yeah, this was last week. So I'm doing last week's first. It was okay. I'm not spending a lot of time on them.
We already reviewed that.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm moving past it. We got Ultimate Power. This is one of 4. This are absolute, not Ultimate. Ultimate Power is a different story. I enjoyed this. You can do it, make all the noises you want to. I enjoyed this setup issue. This first issue.
You would. You like Ryan North.
No bearing on this at all, but sure, okay.
Well, I mean, 4 tastes. You have 4 senses. Taste isn't one of them.
All right, Free Agents. This one was really good. I enjoyed this. This is Kurt Busiek, Fabian Nicieza, Stephen Mooney doing art. This is a team of 7 alien soldiers. They're like an intergalactic troop of warriors. They get stuck on Earth following like a surprise attack, an ambush. And so they get stuck on Earth, and they're living like these secret lives. There's like all kinds of people here with powers. There's like one girl that's a magnetic person. There's like a space werewolf, a guy that can form like rock armor, kind of like the Thing, but it also drives him mad like the Hulk. So really cool setup issue. I hope this goes the distance. I like a lot of the characters that they have going on in this. It's really, really cool. I did get this. I did get Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu #0. This was a sampler issue. If you think Green Lantern was one, this counts as that as well. It's pretty much just Khonshu giving his diary thoughts on all the different cast members.
It was Khonshu catching you up because you're getting ready for the new series.
It's the same.
You know what Green Arrow was? Promoting other books.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
It's promoting. It's whatever. It's not worth
promoting
arguing.
absolute garbage.
Tony Harris cover for Justice Society of America. Love this. There is Jay right there. He's kind of hiding. But yeah, this is issue number 10. Good issue for Justice Society. I really dug this one. A lot of fun. The art was pretty good. So way to go there. All right. That leads us into this week's. So bottom of the stack we got this week, we have, and this is by no means bad, but it's just compared to the other books. This is Dawn Runner, issue number 4. This is from Ram B, and what's the guy's name? Evan Cagle. Giant robots fighting now there's like this really big, bad, awful kaiju monster. They think that the Dawn Runner gets destroyed. That the pilot inside it is dead. Spoiler, she is not dead yet. Found out the other day this is only going to be a limited run, not an ongoing, which is disappointing. But so far the story is still really good.
Is it getting canceled?
No, it was just meant to be a limited run. It wasn't meant to be like a long ongoing series. I think they finished the art or the pencils on the last issue yesterday. I saw on Ram V's Twitter account. So it's kind of disappointing, but it is still a good story. If you look at the first issue or two, or you look at the cover, you're like, oh, it's just like Pacific Rim. Kind of, but then there's some extra twist and some extra stuff, some extra details they throw in that does differentiate it.
There's a barbecue scene in there.
Ram B doesn't do simple slice of life things like barbecues. All right, controversial pick time.
And that's why I like him. He shows up for things.
We got Jed McKay's X-Men #1.
Continue Krakoa.
All right, so here's things that I do like. I like Beast. I like Juggernaut. I like Magic. And to a degree, I like Cyclops, to a degree.
Is that teenage Cyclops?
No, that's all right. Things I do not like. Cyclops' outfit. Why does he just look like a slightly older version of the time-displaced one from All New X-Men? He looks like the teenage one. So I don't care for that. I don't get why Juggernaut's on the team. He's not a mutant. I mean, I think he's been on hero teams before, so that's not new. But also his outfit is weird to me. I don't get the outfit. I also don't like this kid. I've never liked this kid.
Kid Omega. Yeah.
Kid Omega has been a pain in the butt since Wolverine and the X-Men, or wherever he first appeared. But he was written entertainingly. Magneto is also, I guess, a member of this team. They didn't put him on the cover, but Magneto does seem to be the leader.
Was he cosplaying as Charles Xavier in that chair?
I don't know. Maybe he was. I don't know. I didn't hate it overall. I didn't hate it. Wolverine also appears in this as well. It's going to take... I'm going to give it the 3-issue sampler. If by the end of the 3rd issue Jed McKay doesn't pull something Magic Rabbit out of a hat, I'll probably pass on this.
I did not watch Birch's review of that, but I did watch it.
He hated it. I don't have to watch it to tell you he hated it.
Your other boy Zach.
I haven't watched your boy Zach in so long. I almost forgot he existed.
He uploaded a review of it today, and he was just basically saying, if you thought Krakoa's over, it's not. They're continuing right up. It's like a year later after Krakoa, and it's still the same BS.
I haven't paid attention to Zach's comic reviews since like 2018 or 2019. I mean, he has no bearing on what I like. So we also have Geiger #4.
Well, I was just annoyed. I thought they were going to do a clean slate, but then I freaking remember. I was right. Marvel doesn't do that.
No, not really. Geiger number 4 was good. I feel bad about this wolf though, man. I love this wolf. I would die for this wolf. The nuclear night guy. He he shows up. He gets a good spotlight in this. Also, Geiger goes off. Like he goes berserker mode almost, which I really love seeing. That was really cool. So pick this up. That was awesome.
Read it later.
Did not this is not the best Transformers. It's a good issue. It's not my favorite issue. They they do the stuff with, I guess it's Beachhead or Beachhead's the G.I. Joe.
Beachcomber.
Beachcomber. Kind of like a pacifist-ish Autobot.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's okay. It is what it is. The Shockwave being just like flat out evil was the most entertaining part.
Yep.
Even after like cringing and like being poor whales because he kills whales. I mean he's actually, I think he's a better villain than Starscream. I'm actually kind of impressed that they have like more intriguing villains than Starscream. Also, Ratchet died. I missed that. I thought he was just wounded.
That was last issue. Yeah.
I thought he was just wounded, but okay, sure. You killed Bumblebee. Let's kill off one of the other mainstays that everybody knows.
But Ultra Magnus is going to get is brought back, and they're going to restore him.
Cannot tell you how little I care about Ultra Magnus.
It's Ultra Magnus.
I do not care. It was an okay issue, though. It was a good issue. Daniel Warren Johnson still writing, Jorge Corona on art. It was a good issue, just not as bombastic as some of the previous ones had been.
It was kind of curious. I was like, okay, Beachcomber, where did he come from? So basically, when they were fighting on the ship, the Ark,
he got thrown off. He got thrown off the ship and landed on the moon.
Yeah, he got yeeted. So then I'm like, how does he get the Earth then?
Is that your word of the day? Is just yeet? You said it like 5 times. I was like, you sound like a teenager.
Well, it's the new word, oos. We say yeet.
No cap? Okay. See, you don't know what I said right there.
What's up, oos?
What's up, oos? Say yeet. Yeet.
All right. Number 3 book this week. Ultimates 2, issue number 2. I love this cover. Who was the artist on this one? It's I think it was Art Adams. I think it was. Or somebody like that.
If it were Art Adams, you'd still be waiting for it.
Also true. I don't know who this was. Man, and I know I bought this because I saw the artist name. Anyway, I thought this was really cool. It kind of sets up like the alternate history, like what this universe's America went through. You find out Midas was the guy that really ended JFK. They also do the sequence where it's like Captain America goes through like 60, 70 years of history over like a much shorter amount of time, like I think a day or two. It's like, wow, dang. That's rough. Yeah, America Chavez does show up. She doesn't do anything. She's been a prop for the whole issue. Apparently, she was like just like this unlimited power source for a bunch of people. I'm kind of curious. I will be curious to see, because this will actually be the second time America Chavez has been on a team called the Ultimates, because she was in the Ultimates in the main universe.
So the cover you got was Nick Bradshaw.
Nick Bradshaw. Why did I think Art Adams? Nick Bradshaw. Okay. I've got a poster by him somewhere in my closet.
Terry, you didn't get I'm surprised you didn't get the Terry Dodson 125.
Because it was 1 in 25. Where this one cost, what was it, $5, $6, $5. A 1 in 25 at my shop is going to be at least 20, maybe 15, but usually 20, 25. Number 2 book this week was The Avengers, number 16. This is the last Bloodhunt tie-in. Really great issue. I love this whole side story. I love this whole team. I wish this was an ongoing team. Yeah, the stuff with Steve and Pietro was great. They had a fun callback scene between Hazmat and Hercules that tied back to Avengers Academy, which Avengers Academy is an awesome series. Everyone should read it.
Yeah, he's a pervert.
He's not a pervert. He was a Greek god who was fighting and showing off how to whatever.
He was fighting naked, and she was probably how old she was, but anyway, it's like
he was fighting. He was doing it with the guys. It wasn't the girls. The girls were in a class with Valkyrie, and she was like this close to talking about dildos and stuff.
Guys who wrestle naked. There's something to say about
That's that. How they did in ancient Greece. Read a history book.
You also know that a lot of them were gay.
Yes. Read a history book.
That's why they're naked.
Final book, because RDV has no taste. I will put it up here.
Who
This
has
is
no taste.
Green Lantern number 13. First of all, we get a good chunk of JSA stuff in here. So that was cool. That's why Alan Scott is on here. You find out
Where's
most of the
Carol?
JSA gets taken out. Carol, yeah, that's kind of shocking. Carol was not in this. But I did like seeing Hal Jordan. He's been taken captive by Amanda Waller, but then he breaks out through willpower because that's what he does. Also, I found really interesting the guy that Carol leaves behind. I thought he was just going to be like, okay, we're done with that guy. But apparently Jeremy Adams or somebody's got bigger plans for him.
He's not
So
Sorrow.
there's like a Sorrow Lantern now, which I thought was interesting.
He's not a new character though.
Also,
Sorrow
what
was
do you
Sorrow was a JSA villain.
Sorrow?
Yeah.
Like a Sorrow Lantern Corps. Not that I recall.
I don't know if it wasn't a lantern, but he was a villain. Yeah, so
I'll have to look into that.
Kind of looks like, well, remember the emotional spectrum's all messed up, so maybe it was a
Yes.
Black Lantern.
No, black is death. Black is not sorrow. Black is death. And because the symbol that he had was different than the Black Lantern logo.
Maybe we'll get new lanterns.
Maybe. Kyle in here, one of the best parts was Kyle. Like he's got like bits of all the spectrum showing up on him. That was cool. You see Sinestro, who's about to go crazy and just like massacre people because Korugar was destroyed. That was cool. Lot of good stuff in here. The only down part of this, and I saw Jeremy Adams was hyping it up on Twitter, so I kind of got a little excited about it. But he hypes up this story by Mark Guggenheim at the end. Basically, it's an origin story for Tharos. You find out like his dad was killed, and he was almost killed by this thug, and it ends with him killing the thug that killed his dad. But the highlight for me though was the JSA stuff.
Thank you for reading that. No one else did.
Jeremy Adams managed to put another panel in there of Our Man and Jesse Quick together, which gives me life because it seems like everybody else forgets about Our Man and Jesse Quick being married. Also, I got 2 hardcovers. One I picked up this week. One came in the mail earlier this week. First one was brand new, and so I had to get this. I loved it too much. This is Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. So this was a great story. If you haven't picked it up, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. You get the Justice League fighting the Injustice League fighting Kaiju.
Didn't you get all the issues?
I did get all the issues, but I wanted the hardcover, so I got the hardcover. But then, and also I had some extra money. But then I got this, and this was a birthday gift card that I got. I was able to put to use. If you were in the DM group, you saw this already because people wanted to know. They wouldn't just wait to be surprised.
I forgot.
I did get the omnibus of the Immortal Iron Fist and the Immortal Weapons. This is the Ed Brubaker, Matt Fraction. You can even see all the names on there.
Wait. Where's Luke Cage?
There is no Luke Cage. This is all Iron Fist, baby. Yep. So, Danny Rand about to discover. Actually, he opens. I remember this opens up with him fighting Hydra. I believe this is where the first appearance of Wendell Orson, or the Iron Fist from World War II. I believe he makes his first appearance in this. It's Ed Brubaker though. Anything Ed Brubaker pencils or writes is going to be worth it. So I've been wanting this for a while, and now it's mine.
A couple months. There's a new Breaker book coming out.
A new criminal book?
Not criminal. It's a new standalone book.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
So there's a lot of trades coming up. I mean, you might be able to sell some of your other books.
Wait, is it a Marvel book or is it an indie book?
No, this is a Brubaker. It has his own. It's an indie book he's doing.
Okay. But I got Brubaker and Hickman mixed up for a second.
No, if you go on Comic Geeks, look at all the trades coming out in the next couple months. There's a lot.
You know how you can tell them apart, Zach?
How's that?
Everything Brubaker writes is good.
Yeah,
that's how you can tell them apart.
Just about everything Hickman writes is good.
Except for what book was that you didn't like, Brain?
Except for the 60 to 70% of the stuff he's written that hasn't done anything for me. Other than that, though, he's...
Well, that's just a matter of taste.
Well, that is true, man of 4 senses.
I'll take it.
There was one of, I think it was the last Brubaker book that came out. You didn't really care for it as much.
Yeah, what was the one that had like that noir mask thing on it, like the masquerade mask.
Well,
I
is
remember.
that-
Yeah, I could. The last thing that he wrote was not up to his standards. I mean, it would still make it a landmark in Jonathan Hickman's career, but it was just kind of a.
But it wasn't Friday. It was the book that came after Friday.
No, it wasn't Friday. It wasn't.
Or the Friday after
It, was,
next.
it
sorry.
wasn't any of the Recklesses.
Yeah,
It
no, it
was-
wasn't one of those. It was like a brand new
where guy.
story.
Yeah, where it had a happy ending, and I'm not used to seeing those in Brubaker books.
Brubaker doesn't write those very often.
Wait, maybe it wasn't Brubaker then. Someone else ghost wrote him.
Maybe.
Or maybe he found love and now he's a happy guy.
Maybe.
Okay, well, I guess I'll either start doing.
What is this? With only one of you guys be on camera at a time?
I'll just start rating these books, or taking advantage of this military haircut and make Zach drop down and give me.
I noticed you got a haircut. I was like, it looks pretty sharp in the front there.
It's horrible.
I can see it now that the screen is bigger.
Holy
Yeah.
You know what it reminds
fucking
you of?
horrible.
You kind of look like Barrel. Crane Barrel. The haircut.
Oh, fuck you. All right. Number 6.
Zach has no idea. He doesn't watch Flash.
Of course
Nope.
not. It's good. Gun Honey. Like I said, all you got to do is look at her chest. It tells you all you need to know about this series. We already talked about that.
Your testicles, I mean.
Yes, but in number 5, and if I bought more books, this would not have made the top 5. Green Lantern. Yes, let me take an issue to tell you everything that's going to happen in an event that no one wants running through Green Lantern, because it's one of 2 actually good DC books. Yeah, they could have done that as some kind of standalone one-shot.
Yep.
And put a couple more previews in it.
But they know.
I want to know what happened to what's going on with Carol.
Yeah.
And what the fuck? Sorrow Lanterns. If that's Jeremy Adams' idea, that's a blemish on his record. I'm just going to choose to think it's something. The same people that give us a 30-issue event starring Miss Cheryl from Cubicle 4 at the DMV. That's another Zach line. Yeah, I said I was not, and honestly, and I'm not doing a bit here. As I said, the Green Lantern parts were fine.
No, I hear you.
But the backup story, I checked out.
The backup story was boring. I will say, at
the
end of it, I was bored.
Have you ever been reading something and you're going over the words, but they're not getting from the page to your brain?
Yeah.
Because you just checked out. That was me in the backup story.
Yeah, I just wanted to be diligent and read it through. It was an all right story, but I don't think this was the place for it.
I read it with 1 hour to sleep in me, and I still hated it.
Okay. Batman presents Gotham by Gaslight: The Kryptonian Age, featuring all your favorite modern characters dressed up as 1890s Victorians.
Wait, seriously?
Well, that's kind of what it's basically what it is.
Well, yeah.
Nice.
But this was better. This was better than issue 1. I like this a lot better.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep reading. I was going to keep reading it anyway, but it was.
Especially the end has giant kaiju monsters.
Are you being serious? Or are you just
In
like
Antarctica, Wonder Woman.
Nice. Okay.
This is
Guys are getting ripped in half.
Nice.
And
I'm like Russell, the flamethrower.
And Godzilla shows up from that other series, and
yeah, and then there's sharks with laser beams playing pianos. It was just crazy.
and
the Victorian age,
and Nazi dinosaurs,
Nazi dinosaurs.
The hot blonde in there too. It was, yep.
SS women.
That's all things.
Number 3, Geiger.
Oh, that's the cover I wanted too. That's the cool cover.
That's the one I got. I didn't write it off.
4 two-headed dogs been kidnapped, and Geiger's going to get him. And I like the side character. I never remember his name.
The Nuclear Knight, I think, is like his moniker.
It's cool.
Yeah.
This isn't my cup of tea per se, because I'm not a big fan of dystopian stuff, but I respect the talent involved in this, and it's beautiful visually, and I'm enjoying the story, which I usually don't get that much out of stories like this. So that is a recommend.
Nice.
Number 2. And Zach, all kidding aside, I think you would like this.
That does look interesting.
I want to say that Zach Kaplan got in some hot water with the comic book, the usual suspects for not denouncing the right people or something in a timely enough fashion. So, but this is like I said, like Venkman described. There's a family of immortals. The first scene is brutal. It sets it up of how far these people are willing to go to get what they want. And the sister wants nothing to do with any of it, and she's out on her own doing charity work. Has this journalist that she's taken up with, knowing it's only going to be temporary because she's immortal. He's not. Well, he takes him to meet the family, and while they're out, they get attacked by some assassins, and they get away. But then they go to try to get protection from the family. Find out it was the family that was behind the attack.
Yep.
And that it wasn't her they were trying to kill. It was him.
Yep.
Which puts him in quite the precarious position. And he sees the woman he loves get brutally murdered. And he runs into the woods. And she catches him and says, "You want to know about me? Here's the thing. We can't die." And it's a real... I picked this up.
Show him the interior art.
It sounds like a cross kind of between Hancock and... there was some horror movie that came out a year or two ago called Hide and Seek.
So it's like the originals.
They called it a combination of Succession and oh god, I can't remember the other thing they compared it to. But this was good. I said
nice.
Yeah, they didn't. I wanted to have 5 books, and I didn't think Gun Honey would do it. So I saw this in this second week in a row. Last week it was self-help. This week, Kill All Immortals.
So, but there is another book that I know that you got, Thinking Monthly, and it is 72.
What?
Torpedo 1972 or Torpedo 72?
Oh, that's next week.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah, we looked it up last night. Yeah, number 5 comes out next week. And number 1, Get Fury. Everything Venkman says, this is just a fun book. I said with a legit shock ending, and I said it's was where I'm definitely looking forward to the next one already. And I said, everything about this book is cool. I said, if Frank is like Nick Fury's had a pretty easy gig the last couple issues. He's been tied up.
Yep,
it's been mostly Frank, but the story is Get Fury, and somebody's got to get him, and the double crosses that ensue, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, this is excellent series. It was one of those where you wonder why Marvel is allowing this.
Yeah. That does seem weird.
It is, especially when Frank is just being Frank, and he doesn't have the Punisher symbol on him, but he pretty much is it's just guard that is saying F you to everybody at Marvel. This is what you do. This is how you treat fans. Fans want white Nick Fury back, being a tough as nails, and then you also want Frank Castle with his balls.
Guns. No. I think you mean guns.
No, he's got his ball because they took away his balls when Jason Aaron did.
They took away his guns, is what Jason Aaron did. That was the big thing. That was the big thing.
And his balls.
And his balls. But most visually, the thing you saw was they took away his guns.
So, another thing I just saw, apparently Jimmy Palmiotti just released issue number 13 of what was it called? 21 Down.
Don't know what
you ever watched it? It was an early 2000s series.
Yeah, if I did, I have no recollection of it.
Yeah, it's Justin Gray doing the writing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they worked together with Jonah Hex.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So this Gotham sounds like Tom Taylor nonsense, but done better, right?
Oh, it's definitely.
It's Andy Diggle, right?
Yeah,
Andy Diggle.
Yeah, it's fun. My only gripe about it is it. And I don't know how they could do it any other way. I'm probably just being crabby. It's all the same characters from modern day. They're just thrust back into the future, and it just kind of read like a modern Batman story without technology, and the clothes and the costumes were a little looser fitting.
It's an Elseworld to me. That's all it
But
is.
it's the issue 2 was better than issue 1.
Nice.
It'll be interesting to see when the Kryptonians finally get here. I am kind of curious. I said who slaughtered that guy from the camp.
We get Talia versus Batman on the train. Batman gets knocked off. He fires a grappling gun. She cuts it. Basically, what you'd get normally in these two fight. And then Julie Madison's there, and she's kind of scolding him because, well, he says there was other. You wait. So you spent the whole night with other women?
Julie Madison's getting.
I know.
A good year.
That was the dame from Cape Crusader, right?
Yeah.
Black Label one.
Yeah.
She's having a good
I want to show that there is one scene here.
Well, okay. Well, put yourself on the big screen again. As it should be good.
So basically, we see him. Remember, because he basically goes because he's gonna fall. So and this, and the next page is like, it's like, oh mighty Barbados. Barbados. We heed your humble servants. Now come among us and speak your wisdom. And he crashes through the seance. So, I thought that's kind of funny. I was like, he's like, they're like, oh shit. He's like, go to church, say your prayers, like if you insist. Like this.
That was good.
I love that. And then I guess it's supposed to be Queen Victoria, right?
Could be.
Of England. Balmoral Castle, Scotland, over. We get to see, well, John Constantine.
And I will say, I am not a big fan of him being in this.
It seems very predictable that Constantine would be in.
If you're doing a magic
like I
thing,
said, it seems like it's 2024 DC just knocked back 135 years. Again, like I said, that's a minor nit to pick, but I don't even read DC comics, and I have Constantine fatigue.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, I don't. This is supposed to be John, or is this supposed to be his great uncle, or whatever? I mean, it's just or just sit back. Either way, regardless.
No, it's John because it's as if these people exist.
I'm liking this because here's the thing, and whenever I see John Constantine in any modern day book, he has a boyfriend. I haven't seen the boyfriend yet, so
he's been with Zatanna. What are you talking about?
They ever since 2012, your Spurrier has been pushing him to be being gay.
He's been with Zatanna like through several more recent.
In Injustice, sure. But
no, not just Injustice. Not just Injustice.
They want to make him gay, permanently gay, or bisexual, I guess you call him. But so as they're going through the paper stuff, they come out these journals, and they come out this woman here, and they get the Wonder Woman symbols. Obviously, that ending, I love this. So they're like, "Oh, we found the guy, but something is watching us." And Zach,
Shing, I don't get it. It's a giant bug.
Giant millipede bug that's just killing people in there. And like I said, I just love it because they like Wonder Woman shows up at the end, and and just like this, I don't know. I like this. This has been fun. So for me so far, as far as they're all trying to get this one, everybody who gets a Kryptonian artifact, that artifact gets stolen, and the person who had it dies. And they find this because they're being paid. Adam Strange is there being paid by Miss Billionaire Wayne to go to Antarctica and find this lost, Kryptonian thing over. They come across like this temple or fortress. So yeah, and that's where they come across Wonder Woman. But I said I do like I like noir Batman. I also like that's probably why I like this too. But I like this, Batman on a freaking train going against Talia al Ghul. Because normally it's just like, oh, Talia, like, oh, beloved, and just like, or Catwoman was jealous. It's like this. I just like the fact that it's just he doesn't give two shits about Talia. He knows Talia is. We don't know exactly what their love, if they had a love or whatever. But they know each other. But I don't know. Like DC is going to release a bunch of Elseworld trades coming up this year. They already announced it. Comic Geeks. All the trades are going to be Elseworlds. You're going to get the Western one too. So, Breen, sorry for cutting you off. Do you have any more?
No, I'm
Okay.
out.
So, I don't know. Like I said, this has been done before. We've had steampunk as well. It's just the point where it's like I haven't read everything, so it's kind of new to me. I'm sure there's older ones that I have not read yet. But
getting back to Constantine, I think there was a bigger push to make him gay on the television show.
Oh, but yeah, well, it was during Legends of Tomorrow, and in the comic books they were trying to make him gay.
But they also fans want him to be with Zatanna, and sure. I don't think that's any better. But that's just me.
I mean, him and Z kind of were like they were doing that for not just recently. Him and Z, they were doing that a while back. He was also with Zed for a while, but then Zed got killed. I think
was Zed in the comics?
Yeah, she was.
Oh, I didn't ask that.
Jamie Gyllenhaal series. Zed was in there. She was part.
The original one.
Yeah, Hellblazer.
Okay.
She was in there, and she was supposed to be like they're gonna sacrifice her. She was a virgin. So what does Constantine do? He sleeps with her. So they can't.
After the TV series, it would be pointless for DC to use Zed.
Yeah,
because there's no way they would give her half the bosom that the actress in the show had.
Yup. They almost went with Zatanna. They were going to go with Zatanna in the very first pilot episode. That was supposed to be Zatanna, the girl. And then because her father was he was Zatara, Zatara, whatever.
Yeah, Zatara.
Yeah, and they for some reason they pivoted away from that and went to Zed.
Mm.
And yeah, I don't know why they did that, but the NBC Constantine show was great.
I liked it.
Oh my gosh, you got to meet the Spectre, who the guy was going to be the Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been more fun. That it's just great. Geez, Zach, did he bring you for the rest of us?
Nope.
Is that store-bought or is that delivery? Oh, that's you keep it.
It's good from Domino's.
Nothing at all.
No. Their Philly cheesesteak pizzas are really good. I think the regular rank and file pizzas are just like, I think my friend had it best to just put the pizza to the side and eat the box. It's the same thing.
I like their pizza. I don't like it as much since they changed their recipe, the sauce recipe, like a few years ago. More than a few years ago. It's not bad though.
They used to have Domino Tuesdays at the high school.
Domino's is, the way you describe it is the eternally average, and it's the vanilla of pizzas.
I remember.
I can see that.
I remember, like in elementary school, they'd have like pizza days, and so they get like the giant like pizza rectangle for they get from Pizza Hut. That's all you knew was like a great day. It's like, we got the square and stuff. It was just fun. And then you get soda and then by high school you're like, all right, we're gonna every Tuesday is gonna be of the month it's gonna be like a Domino's day. And I was just like, you know what's better though? The cheese dunkers.
I said little seizures.
Little Caesars. Oh, I still love Little Caesars by me. It's great.
I would get that.
All right.
Well, the problem with Little Caesars is it's not the actual eating of the pizza.
It's coming out.
No, it's just the aftermath. It just doesn't end well.
For me, I don't have that issues. I mean, I don't know what that is. Maybe there are some locations I remember that Little Caesars that did get shut down because they were undercooking their pizza.
Well, it's not that. I mean, I never have a problem with Taco Bell, and that kills most people.
Yes, I don't have a problem with them either. Yeah,
but
what kills me is the soda. If I have soda, that kills me. It's not the fast food. So I can't. All the carbonation. Ugh.
Well, So, Zach, are you joining us for the truncated, and by that I mean not long live stream we're going to go over do now?
Possibly. I gotta make a phone call real quick and check in with the girlfriend, but that won't take very long. I should be able to make it over there.
All right. Well, thanks. Should we close this out and head over there? And
Yes, go over to Isle of Comics. I will be hosting over there along with my pa. We'll be talking about.
Is it a comic ranking or is it just a regular?
No, we're not
no,
ranking
no,
tonight.
No,
Okay.
it's just an open line.
See, if y'all had voted for New Warriors comics, we would have been there.
So wait till you get over there, and I guarantee you're gonna see Dalton pop up in there because. But
That'd be fun.
all right, thank you there, sir. There's the old man reminding us that we need to leave.
Which
So
one?
if you
Green's
guys
right
haven't-
here.
No, the one in the chat.
I know that was a joke.
But
Sorry,
Breen's
I'm
not-
not funny. I know.
The other old man.
But Breen's
Yeah,
not old though. Breen's younger than him. If you haven't done so, please punch that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications so you get the bell so you get all notifications. Also go into your YouTube settings and then click notifications and make sure that the subscriptions is turned on. There's a blue check on there.
I saw that. Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
a change YouTube did recently, right?
YouTube did that. So if you've done something that we get all notifications, and also just leave a comment down below. Let us know what you got. I didn't see Undead Quinn here.
Yeah, I didn't see him either.
Oh, there he is.
He was there.
Is he here?
There he
Oh.
is. Okay.
Oh, is he down at the bottom?
I wasn't looking at all the chats. I was reading off a few of them this time.
Tell him how you
inside
really
jo-
feel.
it's an inside joke from last year. Anyway, all right. I will see you guys later. Tomorrow night we'll have 2 more readings, and hopefully Zach will show up for something.
Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. I'll just pop in like Nightcrawler.
Maybe we'll just do Teen Titans Go without him again.
That would be mean. But I would understand.
Yes. Good night later.
All right. Bye, guys.